This video is in continuation, girls. In this we will discuss the nested switch statements. As I told you earlier that we can use the nested if in our programs. Nesting means block within block. Nested if means if within if. Okay, one if within another if. Same way you can do the nesting of switch statements also. A switch within another switch. Here is the example. The presence of one or more switch statement blocks within one switch statement block is known as nested switch statement. For example, switch count. You are switching the value of count. In case 1, you are switching the value of target. So, switch within switch. Simply, a switch statement within another switch statement is known as nesting of switch statement. Now, what is the difference between if statement and the switch statement? This one is important. If statement can check the conditions for equal to, not equal to, less than relational operators I am talking about, okay, greater than, true or false, all relational and logical operators. But switch statement can check the conditions only for equal to and no other relational or logical operators. Switch statement checks for equality only. Okay, you will be switching a variable, a value of a variable or value of an expression, whether that value is equal to the different cases or not. Only that. In if can have multiple conditions, but in switch can have only one condition checked in a single case statement. In a if, you can combine the conditions using logical operators. Okay, but in switch you can check only one condition in a single case statement. Like switch n, case 1 means if n is 1, case 2 means if n is 2. In one case you are checking for one value only, okay, of one variable or of one expression. If statement can check the conditions on any type of data, yes, floating point numbers you can also check. In this case, in case of if I am talking about, in short, long, all the primitive data types are there. You can work with if. But in switch statement works upon data types such as int, short, long, byte and char only, not floating point numbers. Okay, this is the difference. If a statement may contain a break statement or not. Break is optional in if, depending on the type of problem as per your program's requirement. Okay, not compulsory to have a break statement in if. But in switch cases must contain a break statement, otherwise fall through situation will be there. Okay, so this is the difference between the if and switch statement. Now, system.exit statement. This is a method, exit is a method, and this method, exit 0, this method is used to terminate the entire program. As I told you, break is a jump statement, but it causes the termination of the current block only. If you have to terminate the entire program, then you will be using this method like this code, system.exit 0 semicolon. Whenever this line or this statement will get executed, your program will be terminated at that time. Okay, this method is used to terminate the entire program from any stage and causes the control to go to the last closing brace of the class. The value 0 used with exit indicates that after terminating the program, the memory variables returns 0 or null. Okay, and the difference between break and system.exit. Break is a jump statement, not a function. It causes the termination of the current block in which it is used, like switch, for, you will be studying later on, for, while, do while. So it causes, break causes the termination of the current block, but system.exit, this causes the termination of the program, terminates the entire program from the place where it exists. Okay, and the syntax is system.exit 0. This is the way you will be writing this. Suppose you have some condition. If that condition is true, you want to close your program, you want to exit the entire program. So you will be writing if n double equals to 2 within if system.exit 0. If the value of n will be 2, then the program will be terminated. Okay, so this you will be using in case of if you want the termination of the program at that point.